And this next one, I think, is Marvin Eghan versus Jack Dennis.
Ultimate challenge, ultimate challenge. Ultimate challenge, ultimate challenge. Ultimate.
My name's Marvin Eghan. I come from Putney. I'm an independent fighter.
My name's Jack Dennis. I'm 24. I'm from Brockley, fighting at Team Bandogs.
It's my first MMA fight. I don't care if it's standing up, MMA, whatever, Thai boxing. I don't care where it goes. I'm ready for it.
One thing we say at Bandogs, we train hard, fight easy.
Jack, you're in big trouble, mate.
Marvin Eghan, thanks for taking this fight, mate. Let's go out there and entertain the crowd properly.
Ultimate challenge, ultimate challenge. Ultimate challenge, ultimate challenge.
Like I was saying, usually if you're from a certain gym, they have a certain way of doing things. For example, Tsunami, everybody knows that our gym, we do a lot of wrestling base. However, when you're coming from an independent, you're an unknown, you're that X factor. Nobody knows what exactly you're gonna bring to the table.
So here we go, Marvin Eghan, 29 years of age, 6 foot in height, fighting in the heavyweight division, as you said, independently trained. And tonight he makes his debut here at Ultimate Challenge, Adrenaline Rush.
And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, Jack Dennis!
So Rob, as he's been introduced, Jack Dennis, another from the Bandogs camp, really expanding this camp, isn't it?
It is, he's producing some great fighters that, you know, they're coming in, they're giving it their all. And I think it would be fair to say that a lot of them seem to favour the stand-up. They seem to have good, sharp, crisp shots, good, sharp, crisp feet. So it'll be interesting to see if Jack Dennis comes in here just using his hands or takes it to the ground.
Well, Rob, picking up on what Pierre said, when you look at camps, you start to see a camp style, don't you? So you can look at him and say, probably he'll be this. And when we look at the likes of Jermaine Facey, you wonder if that's the way they're going to be reacting.
That's right, and even if you look at the fighters that are present, that haven't fought in a while, when you look at Attila Kubale, you look at Mark Buchanan, all those guys that are teaching down at Bandogs and have fought in the past, and generally that's the style that they favoured, you know, it's...
And Pierre, as you said with Tsunami, is there something about being part of a team that really helps as well, just psychologically and in terms of that impact when you're coming into a cage?
Here's the thing, I put it as like being in a family. I don't want to let my mom down, I don't want to let my dad down, and it's the same thing within a camp. You don't want to let all your brothers down, you know what I mean? So yeah, it gives you that little bit of an edge, that little bit more of a push when you're in, you know, a hard spot.
Jack Dennis, 23 years of age, 6'1", coming from the Bandogs MMA and has a record of 1-0-0. So this guy's already tasted victory. Do you think that'll be a factor in this fight?
I think he'll take to it like a dog to a bone, a band dog, that is. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your first contestant, fighting out of the red corner. This man is an independent fighter. He weighed in at 97 kilograms, making his mixed martial arts debut, Marvin Eghan. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. This man has a mixed martial arts record of 1 win, no losses. Fighting out of Bandogs MMA, Jack Dennis.
Here tonight has really ramped it right up. They're really behind these fighters. I know Bandogs always bring good support, but tonight from fight one, there's been a real atmosphere here.
That's right, it's growing all the time. I mean, the sport of MMA in the UK at the moment is phenomenal. You know, and the atmosphere, as you say, is absolutely electric in here tonight.
And Rob, it's been hard at times, isn't it, keeping Pierre just this side of the cage. We feel a comeback coming here, the way he's been looking tonight.
And I think we're going to have real trouble as we get later on in the show when Jack Mason takes to the cage.
Heart in my throat, that's all I can say.
But right now, Jack Dennis, Marvin Egan in the pure black trunks, Jack Dennis in the Punisher type trunks. Eghan looks for the takedown and gets it. Dennis gets into guard. Plays with the open guard. Marvin Egan inside the guard of Jack Dennis.
Now, Jack Dennis looked to be very comfortable on the feet. No nervous energy there. He threw his shots with conviction, but he was very comfortable. Now, he looks like he's riding high on Marvin Egan's back, but now he's switching for a possible rubber guard. However, Eghan is throwing shots in the guard of Dennis, scoring.
Dennis with his legs up high, drops them back down again. Eghan in his own corner, able to take advice.
Now, Jack Dennis, even though stand-up fighter, he's showing shapes. Again, this triangle setup here. He's going to have to grab the head, pull it in, suck in maybe that shin, hold on to that shin. Now, if he can turn out to the side, he will close the amount of space that he has on that triangle by taking that right arm and just turning out to the side, which he's trying. Looks like he was trying to do there, but it's more effective if he grabs up underneath the leg, because there's a little bit of space right here for Eghan to breathe.
But either way, Rob, this is dangerous moments for Eghan, who is paying the price for throwing those shots with abandon, isn't he?
That's right, he's moving left and right, swaying a bit. But to be honest with you, he looks in trouble and gets himself out. Great work by Marvin Egan.
Look how easy that guard pass was. From side mount straight into full mount, just leg up and over. Very, very easy. Eghan doing right things to make the big things happen here.
Dennis in trouble as Eghan opens up, firing shots left and right hands.
You saw there, Jack Dennis trying to put the feet up underneath the arm or across the chest to try to go out the back door, which he does here, and immediately he goes for an ankle lock.
Popped straight back, and you could see the grimace on Egan's face as
Eghan felt that, Rob, you could tell, but he's back in, firing again.
Now we're back pretty much to the same position they started out in. Eghan in Dennis's guard. Now, if Eghan can posture up and, you know, free his hands, he can throw some shots, get Dennis to actually make a move and maybe pass that guard.
And you can see Jack Dennis trying to bring that leg down, gets it in underneath.
Go-go platter right there.
Great work, he's pulling that head in tight.
Now, he's got that right leg up and over the shoulder, not anymore, but he's going for what's called a go-go platter, which is basically crushing the windpipe, choking with his shin while pulling down on the back of the head. However, Eghan, big heavy shot.
Yeah, what I want to say here that really shocked me was, despite the danger of Dennis, Eghan just threw his shots and continued to throw them. He didn't worry about where his arms might end up. He stuck to the game plan despite the many attempts by Dennis. He just carried on firing.
One-track mind sometimes can help you win a fight, because you don't worry about anything else. You throw caution to the wind and you just stay like a, you know, just bang, bang, bang. And look what happens. He wins the fight with hard, hard shots.
Rob, as Pierre said, we saw Dennis constantly maneuvering for his arms, but Eghan, as he said, was just focused on one thing: ground and pound.
That's right, letting off those shots, and it paid for him. You know, Dennis was moving around really well, making good transitions, looking for those submissions. Eghan showed great ability.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner after 2 minutes and 54 seconds in the first round. Winner by referee stoppage due to ground and pound, Marvin Eghan. And your runner-up, Jack Dennis.
It was really good, man. Thanks to everyone who come to see me. I'll be back. Cheers.
He's a man of few words. Listen, put your hands together for your winner, Marvin Eghan! Wow, you fans are great. The heavyweights are great. Girls, are you enjoying it? Of course my girls are enjoying it.